Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. And for Better District 5 did a survey conducted what you call assessment of the top three candidates, because I don't know why y'all think you used to name 3% at top. So, and you've come out to say that during your assessment and evaluation, the person who came top is Kwesi and you are supporting him. Is that what you're saying? Mm. So what was the second part of the evaluation? Okay. So okay, so tell us more about this Kwesi Johnson. How much do you know him? You mentioned some of his contribution, yes, his leadership experience. Let's talk about that. Mm. Mm. Mm.
Look,
Mm.
in whole the police academy community, he rented 5 different handphones in 5 different blocks. You know, police academy has 4 blocks, block A, B, C, and D. But he rented 5 phones. Now come to the Pacos Island. The Pacos Island market, where the market was deteriorated. The people who they call their son Kwesi ran to them. Kwesi provided 4 bundles of zinc. That's leadership. Look,
Mm.
we are aware that they have political participation, they have political cadets. And those political cadets, cadets are part-time, 2 months job. They came for job training. So we passed that stage of job training. We will be electing people based on the record. You have to tell what you have done. And Kwesi has wonderful contributed. to district number 5. And so the people of district number 5 have decided, and the 20th of this month, Maka, will be having what we call the October endorsement to proceed. The entire committee will be endorsing proceed. So we are very serious.
Okay, so you can do community initiative development and all of that. Let's look at Kwesi's ability to adequately represent District 5. And District 5 is one of the most popular districts in the country. To represent District 5 at the level of the legislature, what are his understanding and experience of legislative works?
Thank you very much for that question. Kwesi understands the three cardinal functions of a lawmaker: lawmaking, oversight, and representation. Look, Maka, in lawmaking, you don't have to have a PhD. No. You must understand that people plan. Representation, you don't have to have a PhD. No. You should have the oversight. So, Kwesi, take for example, the characteristic of a better lawmaker. This may control over 500 employees. Nowadays, people protect in terms of salary. That's proper representation of your people, that leadership. You should first demonstrate leadership at home. So I see people jumping around. Kwesi is the only face now in the district. And those that support Kwesi, they are from all across the sector of life. I'm sitting here, I'm the national chair in MOVE for level of Mosorado County. I'm the national chair of Mosorado County level of MOVE, but I'm the chairman for the movement of Better District 5 in District 5, supporting Kwesi. We also have my secretary general, who is Prince Sherry, from the Unity Party.
So talking about representation at the level of the legislature, you see issues on the floor, people are debating. Does Kwesi have that ability? Because they have some quiet people, they just in the legislature and taking salary and coming back home.
No, Kwesi will not be the one to be insulting, to be the loud one, but Kwesi will be the one to make decisions.
No, the legislature is not for insulting. There are national issues on the floor, and people debate issues. It's not.
No,
insulting.
People think that when you go, you be very bombolious, you be very boisterous in handling issue. They think you understand the issue, but there is a man who approached the issue with logic.
He's speaking Bibi Bobo.
There's a man who approached the issue with logic.
Okay.
And he understands the three cardinal function. And so there's the reason why the people of District number 5 have resolved in taking to the legislature. And we are very clear about that. So if you say lawmaking, you should first understand your district plan, what your district need. You take it to the cabinet meeting. But Marcus, I'm a student of political science. Not only legislator made laws, even citizen, you put your bill, citizen made laws. You just need to have somebody to introduce the bill on the floor. A bill can come from anywhere. It can come from the upper, the lower, it can come from citizen. So it don't need Kwesi one to pick up a piece of paper and say, I'm going to go make law. No, we will tell you what to do.
So in 2017, still with another institution, then I cover of Kwesi's activities in the district. And we listen to some of the criticism that came from his opponents, including the fact that he is not a Liberian, he's a Ghanaian. What answers do you have to that?
Look, Kwesi Samuel Johnson, Marco, the name Samuel means Toto in the Pere Fanakla. Kwesi here for a town called Kelebe, district number 7. Kwesi, the name Kwesi was given to Kwesi when he came to steal with his first parents. And so, thank you. So for people to say he's a Ghanaian, that's a mere joke. It's a mirage. It's from the better of the devil. And this Kwesi speaks better very well. Of course, the name.
How you bring him here so Oni can speak better?
Oni can speak much better too. Kwesi, because Kwesi is good to better. And so you see the name Samu. When you get the name Samu, if in the Pere Fanakla is mean Toto. That Toto means it has the ability to survive on land and in sea. So Kwesi has the ability to take anybody from mat to material. That's why he has been doing in the district for the last 20 to 15 years.
So what role do we expect the movement for Better District 5 to play in these elections?
But the movement had done the work already. We cross-examined all of the 14. We came up with all the three, and we learned that Kwesi is the aspiration of the people. So we had no alternative but to support him. But before that, we were involved in advocacy. You know, Marco ourselves at the youth chairman for the Wiwa community. So in which we were consulting our fellow youth as they relates to non-violent in election. So we were also playing our role. And we also established the task force again, taking down banners. You are aware of that? Where we stop people from taking down banners, because campaign politics is about changing ideas. When you can put forth to convince another man, can't what to you? It's not taking down banner. No, it can't help. What will help is that you appeal to the main question, you provide the man the ideas. Why should the man come over to your camp? And that's what Kwesi has been doing over the past. And today, you see some of us believe that Kwesi can take the district from this level to another level. You know, Marco, what is so simple about our district is that some people serve for 27 years as community chairman. They serve as 18 years at level DDCC. They serve 6 years, almost 6 years as sitting minister for physical affairs at level internal affairs. They're unable to even convince the backyard.
So let me just come there. So let me just come there. That district has been for a very long year being represented by Representative Thomas Fala, who is now running in Lopa, and he's bringing up. I don't know whether he has come to the district to say this is the person I'm bringing to replace me, but Eric V is running on the ticket of the ruling coalition for democratic change in District 5. Tell us, why you think, I mean, a replacement who comes within the same line? He has worked at the level of the District Development Council. He has worked as chairperson over the time. As you said, he has some governmental experience as assistant minister for fiscal affairs at the Internal Affairs Ministry. You said that, right? So, I mean, why do you think he should not be preferred and that Kwesi should be the one to represent the people?
Thank you very much, Maka. I served at the level of DYC as Secretary General. The DYC, the District Youth Council. Thank you. Okay. To some extent, I work with Eric V. Marco, I'm sorry that I didn't bring my communication. Voluminous of communication to V to give her a comprehensive report of $1 million that was given to the district by President Weah when he took a district tour in Moscow County last year. Look, if you can't get account,
what was the intent of that money?
It's what called district community enrichment. That is community identify project. Then you come and identify the site. Then the District Development Council will give you the money to honor your project.
Because during the president tour, we record in some districts, you know, even though they give out these monies, but they say it was for, you know, transportation reimbursement and all of that.
No, it was not for transportation reimbursement. How can $1 million be for transportation reimbursement? It was for at the time it was 19 communities to identify project within your community. Like most of the communities in District 5, those are slums community. What do you do? Some of them they lack latrine. You go and identify. We need latrine. We need hemp. Look, we need Panama. So we wrote. Eric gave us comprehensive report as to how he disbursed this money. He was unable, and up to now, I still ask him, Mr. V, if you can't get account of $1 million, you get account from our district. It's impossible.
You always mention V. It's like your fear is V could be the one to beat your candidate.
You know, it's like my wish came to pass.
Because don't forget that he is supported by the ruling party.
Maga, I'm the chairman of Move in Moscow County. So I'm telling you that
Move is supporting CDC.
Don't need that for another debate. But the issue, I'm telling you that the favorite in the district now is Kwesi. Look, the survey that we conducted.
Mr. Alex Swa, in 2 consecutive elections, came second to the outgoing representative. And you want to place Kwesi over him? in that district?
Maga,
Mhm.
food, they are not installed. Like if you like it or today, you after 3 months you come. No way. Mr. Swap contested on a unity party ticket. This time around, he no longer on a unity party ticket. And so on the ANC ticket, and Kwesi going independent, obviously, in fact, Kwesi camp is dominated by citizens and unity partisans and ANC partisans. So it tells you that Kwesi is across the entire district. In fact, Kwesi has become the political darling boy in the district now. Everybody want to identify with Kwesi. So if you say a V, no, they survey, they even take control on every V because he had out of the 14, maybe you'll be at the 13th place or the 14th place. But he no factor. Not at all.
A ruling party candidate? No, I mean you have to come to the platform with some sincerity. Well, Eric V is the ruling party candidate in the district.
Maga, conduct a opinion pool from District 5. See where will Eric V be placed? You know, in leadership, when you are anticipating a better position, when you in your leadership, what's very ground leadership, you lead very well. But at the back of every thing, you are able to even a 4-part bridge. Because you have to construct a 4-part bridge at the back of your house.
So what do you tell critics who say that Kwesi is not intellectually strong to represent that big district? What do you say to them?
Those are people who lack the basic understanding of a legislator. Because
they gotta be
of course,
that out.
And look, Maga. So what will we say about Tanapuri? He was representing people very well. It is not,
but he was not quiet.
Because he's not a quiet man. Because
he was not. May his soul rest in peace. That man was not a bobo. That man was, in fact, he was one of the best amongst his colleagues.
But Maga, administratively, because he's very strong. Okay. But Maga, the brother have run 2 black factories with viewpoint, and there's 1 and there's 2.
Business and politics, are they the same?
But he didn't want human being. He didn't want human being, Maga. He didn't want more than 500 human beings. And not a day, somebody will go crack in the head and I receive my pay. No. That's human being.
But businessman has noise.
Thank you. So Kwesi will go and show that the people of District number 5 will not be having noise because he will put the agenda. He will be running an inclusive or DDCC. So the DDCC,
the DDC.
The DDC. Yeah. Yes, it's Kujimeku. And here's the reason why today everything is the least on the list.
I mean, what do you have coming up? We want to take a couple of calls. Yes. What do you have coming up for, you mentioned something about endorsement?
Yeah, on the 23rd of this month, it will be what we refer to as the Autopart endorsement in District 5.
Why you call it Autopart?
It will be happening simultaneously all around in the 20 communities. Will be endorsing Kwesi as the next, and that endorsement will be the bricks of the camel's back. And I'm telling you, Maga, we'll be on record for that. After the endorsement, no debate as to who will represent or District number 5 level legislature. There will be no debate.
You want to judge the election result from crowd?
All right.
Because we are seeing recycled crowd all around.
Look, I'm telling you, I've been working with grassroots leadership. I serve as the youth leader for Wiwa community. I'm telling you, the people, they are willing and they are resolved in carrying Kwesi. Kwesi now have begun the American 911 in the community.
American 911. So it responds to the need of the people. Is that what I mean?
Yes. Yes. Look.
Okay, let's hear from the district just briefly. Yes. 0770202579. We have Alvin P. Cook here this morning. He is the chairman of the Movement for Better District 5 in Montserrat County. He's here this morning. He said the movement has conducted a survey and assessment and come up with the best in the race according to their survey. Kwesi Johnson, who in 2017 ran on a ticket of the Liberty Party. I think I'm correct with that. Exactly. I know. I follow. Let's take the first caller this morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, Martha David. Good morning to the people of station number 5. Moses, I'm calling you from Toy House.
Listen. You come to this platform and discuss the issue on a discussion. Please don't use any negative or denigrating words on other people. Okay, thank you. Good morning. Good morning, go ahead.
Good morning to the listeners.
My man, the people say I'm killing District 5 is at number 13 or number 14. How?
The university
tomorrow about the assessment, you're not running the district again.
Supporting an individual, then you are not supporting an individual, then you are not independent. So you need to go back and
people supporting Kwesi. Good morning.
Good morning to your studio guests.
Good morning.
My name is Henry. I was speaking from PNVille. I have an issue with your studio guests when they talk about movement for better different movement. She grew abroad. She grew up just individual. It should be that was those so that they would get the one who
so in case the people have done an assessment, come to realize that the better district 5 for which they are advocating, Kwesi can deliver that better district 5. So why?
What become the other candidate? So they will see them as a buyer, So they have to just remain at the day and then do their assessment and leave it to the people instead of coming on the radio to want to make one person think that one person is the best among the rest. So you give the best among the rest for that.
Okay, Patrick. Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, go ahead.
Good morning, go ahead.
I think that was
Okay. Let me take two more. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead.
My name is Daniel Smart. I joined from this I appreciate your spirit, guys. I appreciate your spirit, guys. I think of the movement was stage on the first stage. Would die, man, drop that. Would die, drop that. Independent movement. Examine this confederation and with the better district classes and being better decent for district
That's true. Okay, thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Single person. And then the person is just an incarnation of Thomas Because you can tell me you'll be comparing with developing a dream or media black factory. You don't think anything to do with someone having black factory business is not living for leadership. So when you understand that someone on the humanitarian is it's not what happened in the view of you are going to represent thousands of people. This is the mega stuff. I just put it on time, then that's thousands of people. Going to represent thousands of people. This is something for leadership. So you understand that.
Okay, thank you. Abby?
Are you disappointed?
Are you disappointed?
No. In fact, a point in a better position. Let me deal with Ezekiel first. Ezekiel, you should understand that leadership has to do with your fundamental way of life. That is how you walk and talk with people. So when you have a business, successful business is a better leadership. Let me speak forget to Ojugu. I think Ojugu like the sorry he's my friend and brother from the university, but I think he like the basic fundamental understanding. And that
why you didn't understand?
Thank you. Because he mentioned P-Fala. The subject did not include Fala. This is Eric who said on his logo, he said 7 minutes alive. You can get a call for 1 minute, I think 7 minutes. It's just so I think you are misinterpreting and misreading Thomas Fala and that of Vape.
Yeah, I mean, please just use a minute and just summarize this and close, please, because of time.
Okay, thank you very much. The good people and the loving people are district number 5. On the 23rd of September, you have resolved and come to a conclusion that Kwesi Samuel Johnson is the best to represent the district. And besides he's the best for the past that performed. And this is the reason why we decided. And the 23rd will be an autonomous endorsement. The entire district will be locked down. So we and that the endorsement will see himself be in real community because real community people want to see him. So why is it happening in the native community? Real community will also be having him, will be guarding him on that day. So you also be there. So
okay.
Marco, to conclude, let me appreciate the 2FM family for giving us the opportunity. And we expect more in the action to come. Because as we approach the 210, we know there will be detractors, there will be political cadets. But we are not afraid. The movement is independent movement.
Thank you. Alvin P. The chairman of the Movement of Better District number 5 there, our first segment guest this morning. We're taking a break to be back shortly as we expect our next guest in studio.
If you need a stormy weather, we will always find our way. Baby, we will be together from now till the end of the day. If you need a stormy
We agree or disagree? What? Go ahead and make. Chad of Akop, I'm yet to see Ali Sila. Tiwa. Yeah, man. Please look, don't make the wound so deep. After this election, we still continue as a country. Don't make the wound so deep, all right? The presidential debate today at 10 o'clock. State of the Nation. Present the state of the presidential debate. So we anticipate Alisila shortly. Then 9:20 we'll have District 6 Representative candidate Martin Sekula. Right here on the breakfast show. Tiwa, man. Yeah, man. We gon' get it right now. And then we lose our way. Yeah, let's step that table. Look, this song, this music is a unified music. If you for the CDPP, you for the CDC, you for the Unity Party, you for the LPP, you for Linu, you for Liberal First Movement, you for the Rebuilding Party. Don't see me as your enemy, all right? Look, those of you who want to be representative, senators, president, tell your vision to the people. This is just an event. October 10th will come and pass. I'm seeing the hit in all of the count from representative, from content up to the presidency of 5.2 million, the whole country population. I mean, the hit is getting deeper every day. If I'm not supporting you, you have no right to hate me. I'm speaking of those of you who can go for your political gathering. If the person is not on your and the person don't believe in your leader, your vision, your platform, if the person is on the other hand, you don't need. The best thing you can do on the 10th of October, go and cast that ballot. And let me just say this out. The True Breakfast Show, the TBS, whoever become president is my president. If Liberian people say George is going for another 6 years, he's my president. If Tevon Gongolo wins the presidency, he's my president. Joseph Boyka, Ezra Benedict Cummins, Sheikh Kouyaté, anybody who wins this presidency is my president. And I still remain as a journalist. I want to keep my integrity. Let it be there. So history will remember me. After this event, we'll go. That's why we gave all of the political parties this platform. Come and say your vision to the people. Yes, it's great. I have a dear friend and brother in studio this morning, Ali Sila. We should have this some part of last week, but it's better late than never. He's live in studio. Let's hope the camera capture it. Those of you watching the Truth FM Real TV Facebook page, we have the Aqua Man. Yes, I love his attire. I saw it almost like okay, in 2-3 minutes we'll link up with shortly. We'll bring him on. It's good to come on the national platform and say the vision to the Liberian people. After this election, after October 10th, the Sarah Berzolo Yanti have said this is just an event, the country still stays. So the deep wounds you're creating, the hatred you're creating, people live for the rest of their life. As soon as I get signal from in there, we'll link up with the campaign chairman of ACO. Great to see you live on the show this morning. Yes, I think it's all set. Yeah, let's see if we can bring him on. Good morning to you, Alisila. How you doing this morning?
Morning, and good morning to all of your listeners, and good morning to the Labyrinth people. I'm glad to be here.
How is ACO? How is ACO? How is the space of Matthew Dablo, the rest of the ACO?
Well, ACO is doing really, really well. Last Sunday, 2 days ago, we launched our national campaign, and we told a lot of people that it was going to be a human tsunami. So we're glad that most of our partisans and our well-wishers and our sympathizers show up. So I'd just like to thank them in this platform, on this platform, for showing up, because it's very important for us to do that, especially where even in the rain, they were standing there. I think it was so awesome, and it was overwhelming to see the number of people that exhibited from Double Bridge all the way to New Georgia, and as well as in front of the operations, the campaign office. I think, it was so overwhelming in an open Japanese freeway to see the number of people who assembled on that day. I think for us, it demonstrated that our party is in the hearts of its partisans and well-wishers and sympathizers.
You received some critics that you intentionally blocked the traffic.
The first thing is, you remember now, O'Neill, the National Election Commissions requested all political parties to submit their schedule, their campaign schedule, and we did. Even when you look at the campaign schedule release of the National Election Commissions, you see emphasis on the All Liberia Coalition Party opening and closing. And it is their job to inform the Liberia National Police. And I think I saw that during the launch of the CDC. There were public service announcements made, and people were using different routes. They say ATS was going to be, Lane Street was going to be blocked. So they diverted the traffic in different areas. That wasn't done for us. I think when we're talking about level playing field, these are the kind of partiality that needs to be addressed.
The police were not assigned doing your
rally.
Police were not
assigned doing your rally. Talking about the rally. When political parties launching, there must be a serious mechanism for crowd control, especially in terms of the rally. So maybe there was supposed to be a public service announcement that the Japanese freeway from Double Bridge to all the way to New Georgia Junction was going to be very busy, so people should use other area, maybe go through Cowell and then transition there, or go through the rail line and transition there.
But as a party, did you work with the relevant authorities or institutions to that?
Our job is to inform the authority that have the mandate, the statutory mandate, to operate all elections matter, which is National Election Commission, and we did that diligently in our capacity, based on the requirement of the National Election Commission. So we did it. We did what we're supposed to do. They were supposed to do their shared responsibilities, to work closely with the national security apparatus and to make sure that the traffic was diverted such a way. Because that day, I'm telling you, O'Neill, if you see the video, it's overwhelming.
I was caught up in the traffic.
Oh, you're caught in the traffic, I think maybe 6 hours. I'm glad that you were caught up in the traffic. I'm glad you were caught up in the traffic. At least you know that.
Any political party can let's talk about this crowd.
No.
On the 7th of September, the Unity Party will come on the 7th. Crowd now is a
no. You have to quantify that. You have to. No. You need to verify and look within the crowd and do your own distinctions of whether people were coerced, whether people were forced, whether people were intimidated to assemble. No political party in the history of Liberia been able to assemble that kind of crowd, not based on stimulations, not based on cohesion or not based on agitation.
I saw a
No
post on
political
social media. I
party.
said, I put on social media. I said, ACO is just a small venue, so anybody can fill that area. So why is it you posting them?
You need to tell us whether your traffic that you were caught up in was a joke. I'm telling you from Double Bridge to New Georgia Junction.
You think you're going to get all of that votes? You think you're going to get all of that votes?
There'll be surprises in these elections.
Great.
There will be major
Great.
surprises in the election. I mean, we can go to talk about empirical facts and numbers. Look at voter registration data, do analysis of the 2017, where ACO partisans were, and how they have emerged back into their political institution. And also look at first-time voters. You have over 1.2 million first-time voters registered in these elections. Then you talk about, you think somebody's going to make impact?
So,
There will be major surprises in this election.
okay.
27 days to go. What sets ACO apart from other parties that are running for,
especially the president?
especially the president?
I think everything. We have a very decent character individual who is more prepared, competent with decent credentials, who have served this country in 3 distinct positions as Speaker of the House of Representatives, as Finance Minister, as Commerce Minister, someone who have run business for over 35 years, very successful businessman, someone who are an economist, who have done hire thousands of Liberians under this group of companies, someone who has a major farm in Batala, someone who have decentralized his business from Asiko to Central Morovia to Bon County. I mean, if you look at all of the candidates in this race, no one can compare their credentials to our candidate. I think this is why leadership demonstrates, from exemplary leadership comes from you exhibiting leadership over the years. These are experiences that inculcated into national leadership and good governance. And I think this is why we have the best candidate in this race. The other thing is that our running mate, Honorable Matthew Matthew Dablo, is one character who was former lawmaker for District 2, Golap Connect Pokpa District. You know what that means, right? Former lawmaker, a professor at the University of Liberia for more than 25 years, teaching mathematics. So he has more demands of many young people in our country. So we come with very strong experience. This is why set ACO apart from other candidates in this race. But then if you look at our political manifesto as well, what is in our political manifesto set us apart from any political institutions that is running?
You're still keeping that brain. Let me just take it back. Sorry to interrupt. You hear ACO, Alhaji GB Kuban. This is one of the most consistent political parties that have been participating in our election. Is ACO still the same brain? ACO is to me and Nancy on air.
The thing, look, ACO is you remember now, O'Neill, we've contested in 1997. We're founded in 1996. We're one of the oldest political institutions. And then in 1997, we contested, we came third. In 2005, we contested, we came fifth. And then the political institution went down. It went completely down to a point of getting certificated by the National Election Commissions. And we joined forces together with some executive of the party to come and get the party from where they were and where we are today. So you wouldn't hear much in the past of the party, but one of the things we were doing, we're building the institutions from grass up. We're rebranding the institution from grass up. We were trying to get the base back. So you don't be on the radio while you're trying to build institution. You need to do proper preparations, developing policies, developing the standard operations procedures of the party, going to convention, electing people in position, identifying your political leader, allowing the person to be a standard bearer, making sure you have offices around the county. So you don't need to be on the radio agitated. This is why some people are not hearing. But there's this parable I always like to make. It's in the Madingo vernacular. It says, Same Duna Wulekwa. It means the snake that hides itself is a snake that grows stronger and strikes bigger.
The day it comes out.
It's very strong, and it strikes bigger. And this is what we did. We remain under the radar because at that point of time, we couldn't just be agitating. They would have been crushed. So we needed to be comprehensive and be silent but resilient at the same time, and preparing our institution. And that's exactly what we did. So now I think everybody's hearing about ACO because in 2021, November 2021, when we unveiled the political leader, at that same locations, you saw the number of people that came out. And when we launched, now the debate, the narrative have changed tremendously. I mean, we're keeping people now out of the way. And believe in me, there are 8 priority counties that we are focusing on. And when we hit about 4 of those counties, the narrative will change. We'll clip some people out of the way as well.
Let's get to the reality of this one. You have a fixed voting base, all right? In terms of, is he
just in Monserrato?
just in Monserrato or counterwise? So I'm saying most of the political parties, everybody will take control of Monserrato.
ACO. Let's look at ACO.
Let's look at ACO. And you cut across the rest of the 14 counties.
First of all, our flyers right now, we have the one with the most visibility across the country. Our flyers in all of the country, with exceptions of Grand Cru and Sino. And that's because of constraints of rule. But our flyers,
going to get votes in that.
no, it doesn't mean we're
You're
not
not going to get votes in that.
But we have to be very real about what we are doing. But the other thing is our partisans. Look, ACO is a political institution. We'll get vote across the country. Absolutely.
You're trying to check in the database,
To look at Bomi Kibon Bapulu. Our vast tender bearer comes from there. He's a Gula Vame who have taught to see what do and time middle school. He's an agriculturist. You have a farm there. We have a huge base in Bomi Swamaka and Swamaka district. We have a very strong base in Clay district, Kipmo, Gaula, Tiwo, Mokbagula Kone. Okay? Bapulu. We have a very strong base in Bapulu. I'm telling you, the surprises. So that 3 counties, those are one of our priority counties.
So all of the other presidential candidates seeing little crowds and think we shouldn't worry about that. In Bomi, in Kidman,
as I said in the past.
But these counties remain to have a smaller voter population.
Yeah. But it's key. I mean, I'm talking about the total block vote. I'm not saying that's why I said Bomi Kipon Bapulu. It's a block. It's a block vote of over 200,000 votes. And then if you come to Monserrato, which of course is almost 891,000 votes. Monserrato already is a battleground county. No party can say they are dominating Monserrato at this critical. Everybody. And ACO will be one of the principal political institutions in
Monserrato. I'm recording you, Ali.
I was on another radio. I told them.
You sure you're
going to take good?
I told them that when we launch, there'll be a Himo tsunami. And you saw that on Sunday. Because we have done our work years back. If you go to Magibi County, Bon County, where our standard bearers from, went to school, you have business there, you have a farm there, you have hired many Bongis, you have paid too many people's tuition through Cottington and other schools in Bon County. If you look at Lufa County, where we have a strong base in Kwadu Boni Vonjoma district and Vahu and Kolahu. Then you go to Nimba. Look at all of the big town in Nimba.
I mean, more people are not talking about you. When they're talking nowadays, they're talking about the political Democrats. They change. The speaker of the CPP, the speaker of the union. They're talking about ACO.
This is why I told you we remain silent. We are stronger, but the resilient forces are together and we deliver. Now everybody's talking about ACO because what we demonstrated on Sunday. And more to come.
You can prove that in Grand Cru, in Sino, in
Grand Cru,
in Nimba.
No, Nimba we can do it. In Grand Cru, these are now our priority county. It means that we have done our homework. We know our partisans are not many there. So Grand Cru, Sino, Grand Jide, River G, these are priority 3. You know, in campaigning, you don't put your resources where you know you're not going to get vote.
Okay.
This is evidence. You put your resources and you pound those areas where you're going to get your vote. And this is what we are doing. Bomi, Kipmon, Babulu, Magibi, Bon, Nimba, Lufa. Those are 8 priority counties.
What do you do with these counties that you see are non-priority counties?
We stay campaign very hard. It doesn't matter. Look, go back in the U.S., right? If you look at the U.S. politics, the way the US is divided through the electoral college, they are setting state that you're not going to see the Republican putting their resources there. It doesn't mean when they win, they're not going to govern. It means that elections is about number. And that number is the one that will take you to win. So you campaign based on empirical numbers, based on elections commission registered voters, and then based on your party, your geopolitics, because all politics are local. So you use your local mechanism in these processes to be able to get the vote that you need to get. You don't just, what am I going to go do? Place like Grand Cru, where of course maybe I don't even have 1,000 partisans. I'm not saying that we're not going to go there, but I'm not going to put.
But when you win, you'll
Yes,
still be president.
exactly,
for that
exactly.
country.
I'm not going to put resources the way I need to put resources in Monserrato, because Monserrato is the tip of the iceberg. Monserrato had 891,000 votes. So the heavy concentration must be in Monserrato. Then you go to Nimba. We come from the All Liberia Coalition Party. Our partisans are in Ganta.
We have numbers in Nimba. I've been seeing pictures from various political parties. CPC said they got Nimba. CPC said they got Nimba. Unity Party said they got
Let me
Nimba.
give you towns and villages that will pull our number from. Ganta, Sanukule, Kample, Ban, Seklepe, Tapeta. Those are priority places that will go in Nimba and pound heavily. And trust me, the number will show itself. And even ask the people from Nimba, they will tell you. Let them go here and
Why
dispute
do you
that.
expect out of
No, sir. I never say hey without going. Remember, I talking about Vahun, Kolahun, Kwaduboni, Vonjoma district. These are places our partisans are, and they are jubilating. They can't wait. Only maybe by the 23rd, we should be in Lofa County.
The 23rd.
The 23rd.
23rd of this month, we should be in Lofa County.
What is the major focus on listening, Kamara? I mean, those who listening up to the radio, listening up to you this morning, what is the president's vision that if he is sent to the president, say this is why he wants Liberia to be?
It comes out of the mantra of our political philosophy, which talk about justice, freedom, and political inclusion. I think those three areas are inculcated in the political manifesto of our party. Just I didn't bring the hard copy. I wanted to show you the hard copies in my vehicle. But it was going to be good for me to demonstrate that.
NPPC above us, the people.
Citizens say change for. Or what's the slogan?
Citizens say change for. What's the
What
what
I could tell the Liberian people.
your own slogan, I want to know. We have above what else the people change for hope. I want to know what.
You know those slogans. God them. I said the redemption team.
Redemption.
Yes, is to be able to redeem the country from where it is going, and to make sure that where we stand for democracy, we stand for justice, we stand for political inclusion. We also look at the issues of the national budget, how we can move it to 1.6 billion in 3 years. We also talk about how we can do reform in education, health delivery. We talk about infrastructure development, how we can do tax reform, domestic revenue mobilizations. All of those things are in our political manifesto. Just one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, so these are better plans we have for our country. So as you go through that, all of your plan projects, all of your work already, ACO, wins the president, so these are things going to the country. Let me just change this period.
I guess
Even if ACO doesn't make it into the second round,
you answer this
question three ways.
If you have the
CDC and
Lineup in the second round, you go for.
But why are you talking about second round? We're talking about winning.
You talk about winning.
Yeah.
The election
history,
2005, they have not been I don't know.
I'm not, look, whether first round or second round, whether first round or second round, we're going to win this election. Whether first round.
If you don't make it in the second round, what happens?
You have the
CDC or the CPC, or you have the CDC or the Unity Party.
O'Neill, I'm not into that second round discussion. I'm here to tell the Liberian people.
You win the election.
The second round election.
I'm seeing you coming in with the struggle with that confidence. I mean, I'm not going to rule you out from what you are saying.
You have a strong base.
I mean,
few days or so people will be talking about ACO.
This is the political manifesto.
Okay.
We're a serious political institution. We're not somebody just running around just
Yes,
talking
we
yet.
have that in
Yes,
our
we have
parliament.
that in the parliament.
What would you have there for
What would
Liberia,
you
for
have
better
there for
life?
Liberia?
For
For
Better
better life.
Liberia, the All Liberia Coalition Party. So I just want to go through some gist of the
Go
policy
ahead.
of national
Go
inclusion.
ahead.
The policy of national inclusion talk about implementing constitutional provisions on equity and equality, ensuring an inclusive educational system for primary and secondary students, employment system based on geographical representations. Geographical representation, that is very key. Geographical representation. We're gonna hold that and then get back to that. Create economic opportunity for all, reform national policy on disability, reducing and growing income gap between the richest and the poor, establishing an interactive governance process, nationwide standardized development practice, balancing private and public sector demands. I mean, and then we go in strengthening public institutions as well
Okay.
in our political manifesto, and we take state power. This is the instrument we'll use because this instrument here, O'Neill, come out of the backdrop of so many different policies, from mat to mattress, the green revolutions of Dole, mat to mattress of Torba, the green revolutions of Dole, the Vision 2024 of Charles Taylor, the Vision 30 of Madame Sely, and then the PAPD. There are some of the things are good because our country is an existing state, it's a suffering state. So there are things that people have been doing, and how do we build on that? Because government is a continuity, but also if there's any bad element within the government, how do you correct that? This is how our political manifesto addresses that.
What sort of government do you have? Government of inclusion.
Well, absolutely. That's the mantra.
Yes.
The mantra
Mhm.
of our political ideas is about good governance and governance of inclusion.
Great. We'll get the lines activated. Actually, Ms. Alisila, he's the champion chair of ACO. For what you say, actually, I'm impressed with what I'm hearing. I'm actually I'm
Thank
Muslim
you.
national platform.
Thank you.
With this country, you're making missionary.
In the era
In the era that you don't have strength, you're not going to put all of the energy.
No.
So it's not going to. You don't have the numbers there. I'll waste your time. But when
win the presidency,
You govern the state, and that's part of it. Look, how do you hold people accountable? You have to deliver. Your deliverables have to be nationwide, and I think I just mentioned about that, the process of all, the inclusiveness. But that is a reality, and the geopolitics and how our country is situated, whether it's tribe, religion, whether it's language, whether it's tradition, you have to govern all. But then the voting bloc also tap onto the geopolitics of this country. The voting bloc, because politics are so local, the voting bloc also involved in the geopolitics of the country. So for us, we need to make sure that geopolitics and the voting bloc is our concentration. And that's why we're focusing on those 8 priority counties. It's not to say the P2, like Basel, not to say our voters are not there. They are there, but they are in P2. Basel, River says, they are in P2. And Grand Deal, we have a huge block in places like Chinya District. We also have small number in places like Kawikem, Putukem, Rogbe, and River G County. I'm giving all these things based on facts. As I told you, O'Neill, we was a snake that was hidden.
now you also
That was.
great.
so I mean,
Due to all thread, I must ask you this question because in a couple of chat rooms, I don't know how come I'm appearing in this chat room, Unity Party, CPP, even there are some CDC chat rooms. So prior to me announcing you, within a specific Unity Party chat room, I said, no, at least Sila is a Sachi Affairs you chat at, then why you should be campaign manager for ACO? I mean, and
this is not positive. This
is not positive. This is going, you can't to address that. It's going back and forth.
But it should go back and forth. They can only talk about giants. They can only talk about people who have the ideas to deliver. Yes, but also I'm chargé de l'affaires. I'm unemployed. I'm the minister counselor, deputy chief of mission to the missions in Qatar. Chargé de l'affaires, it means officer in charge. It doesn't mean I'm
Someone say
the
you
back.
should resign your post and
But
concentrate
what
on
did
ACO.
the code of conduct says? People have to read. The code of conduct say if you want to get involved in any political process or campaign or canvassing, you must take leave. And I did that.
So you took the leave.
Absolutely.
You took leave like Eugene did.
Absolutely. I took leave and it was granted.
I want you to announce that because I'm seeing this back and forth.
I took leave and it was granted. And also, this is a national duty, my brother O'Neil. And I believe in the struggle. I believe in the ideas and the principles of the All Liberal Coalition Party. It's in my heart and heart. And I'm an opposition in this government. Even the president.
Despite you such a opposition.
Even when I was a minister or even when I'm advising the president, I'm an opposition in this government. People have to know that.
You want to
I resigned.
You want to make Joshua one-term president.
I'm sitting here as campaign manager. You think I'm joking? I'm going all around the place.
You tell people to vote in that.
I'm telling people to vote All Liberal Coalition, vote number 7. Oh, yes. It's a very powerful number. Very, very powerful number. I'm telling people to vote number 7. Look, O'Neil, no cheap propaganda going to stand in our way, my brother. We've been doing this. I resigned from the Unity Party in 2018.
Any
regret? For what?
You missed the Unity
Party. Oh, come on, man. Where I'm at right now, I'm in a very big opposition. I'm in a very good area where I've been appreciated, where I believe in the mantra of our political institutions that talk about justice, freedom, and political inclusion. Okay? And that's why I went to ACO. When I went to ACO, O'Neil, ACO was at the lowest of the lowest. We got it. We shined that diamond. That's a rough diamond. We shined that diamond from 2018 to where we are today.
So
if I'm placing Aquamon, this political party, what will be your position? Like you have the incumbent, the CDC, you have the CPP, you have the Unity Party, you have Line, you have LPP, and so on and so on. Like, bro, we're not talking about Aqua on social media, but actually, I'm convinced of what you're saying. What do you want to place yourself?
I want to place myself. Ask them where they. Only what we did on Sunday, we shake people shaking right now. We'll break political parties down from our campaigning. I'm telling you, our partisans. Let me give you a historical antidote. In 2005, our former standard bearer, Alhaji G.V. Nkrumah, went to the CDC. He took some of our partisans to the CDC in 2005. No, he didn't join, but in the second round, some of our partisans went there. In 2011, he came back. He went to the Unity Party. Some of our partisans went there. Right? In 2017, he continued to support the Unity Party. The resuscitation of our party, you know what happened? All of our partisans have pushed back to our party. This is why they are afraid, O'Neil. Our numbers were in their number in 2017. That 500,000 they see they had, I challenged them whether they will have that number again. That 444,000 they had in the first round, I challenged them whether they will have that number again.
I was speaking of.
I challenged them whether they will have that number again because our partisans have come back. And then you voters are 1.2 million people. Then somebody can sit here and say that party are number 1, number 2. Where you get that number 1 and number 2 when ACO was not around, you can say you're number 1 and number 2. ACO have emerged. You're nowhere in that place anymore.
Beginning tomorrow, I will start to support you, ACO, for what you say, and your own database is showing due to offer there, send this two breakfast shows or independent network. I mean, you are saying the fact. Do you have a fixed number of days? Because there are some people feel like the vote just in the basket. On election day,
don't pay
just take that vote in the basket, just dump it there.
Do your projection?
Yes, what's your projection?
Yes, what's your projection for
27 days to go?
27 days.
Our projection is first we're going to win the election. That's the projection.
Win the election.
Yes.
Win the election. You should.
In case you don't
In
make
case
it.
you don't make it. I keep saying this.
Yes.
We're going to win this election. There'll be surprises. I'm telling you. And the second thing is just go back and zoom in the number and crunch the numbers, right? Okay? Bon County. 236,000 registered voters.
Yes.
Yes. Let me help you with that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. So
Let me just do
Bakante.
Bakante.
Yes, County Bakante. Let's start with Bonny County.
64,000.
64,000.
Yeah, Babolu, 50,000.
Yes.
So
Yes.
Bapolo is 50,000.
So Bapolo is
change.
50,000.
Stronghold.
They're strong
One of-
cold
yes.
country that you
Then
call
keep
it,
on
right?
86,000.
Let me go to Grand
86,000 change.
now.
I'm just giving numbers from my head.
Grand
You'll
Cape
see how
Town,
accurate we are.
Yeah, 86,589. So you know what number?
Okay.
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 Maserati, 881,000. 891,000.
891,201.
My Gibby,
My
184,000.
Gibby,
184,000.
184.
Okay.
Nimba County.
Correct.
320
Lima County.
something thousand.
308,000.
308,421.
Didn't you say?
Didn't you say
Lofa County.
Lofa County?
177,000.
177,000.
The reality.
That's our
Reality.
numbers in there.
The reality. You have
That's
numbers
where
in
You
here.
have
That's
numbers
our
in here.
number in there.
The
If you
limit
combine
today-
those numbers,
Today,
the southeast is about 300,000.
Yes.
Just the southeast.
Yes.
That means the 5 counties in the
Total, you
southeast.
get
the
Maryland.
total, you get
Maryland,
Maryland,
Ganji,
Listen,
there,
Nine,
G.
Sino.
Yeah.
Sino.
So what do you campaign? What do you campaign?
So another political party land, they can take the
So
whole
another
Maserati.
political party land, they can take the whole Maserati. What
Yeah.
a Maserati
What do you campaign?
you want to do?
So Maserati already a battleground. Because for us, let me tell you something, O'Neal. Another projection I give you, another number you're looking at. District 3, District 4, here,
Yeah.
Yeah.
District 5,
Mm.
District 2.
Are you making
Are you making
political party friends?
I just giving you something. They will be sleeping.
ahead.
Yeah, you call Lenny them, you call CDC, you call this one. I said District 3,
Okay.
Morrison Farm all the way going. District 4, here. District 5, 72nd going. District 2, District 11, District 12, District 13, 14, 15. That's close to 500,000 registered voters. Our partisans, you know where our partisans sit more? In that belt. They say somebody says it's strong. This election,
So
No political party should
O'Neal.
say
O'Neal, this
that.
election, there will be major surprises. I'm telling you.
I guess you're a record
I guess you're record for that.
My brother,
Recording.
record it, play it over and over, and then
It's
call
gonna
me
be
back. If I
surprising in
say
this election.
your invitation letter for the inauguration is already on our desk.
In the midst of our
Yeah.
country first.
No, but honestly, O'Neal,
Oh, yeah. Yes.
what we're
uh-huh.
saying here, look, all these political pundits who just can't talk. Which one of them have come here and given empirical numbers? Which one? You've been hosting them. I've been listening to some of your analysis.
I mean.
People just can't talk. We be here, we do this, we did. We're talking about elections. The people are hungry. John Mahama in Ghana, they call him Speedy. One-time president. He was doing everything infrastructure, but the Ghanaians were hungry.
Good knocking though.
Good knocking.
Take him off. This election will be a major surprise. And ACO will be an integral part of that surprise.
So like everyone should forget about all of the pictures I see on Facebook. The crowd. Someone just take the phone and just zoom from off and say it is finished.
No, but that's why we told them that our partisans, when they came out on Sunday, you see, you get crowd, can't compare your crowd with us. If you get crowd, I challenge anybody, the crowd will pull up. No political institution can measure with that thing.
You
You
go
could
feel
feel
like
like SKD as well.
SKD and ATS combined. I told you about 72nd bridge to New Georgia. And look, Somalia Drive.
Yes,
The Japanese freeway.
Now free movement.
The Japanese freeway. It's not a cluster area like ATS because you come to Lynch Street, all these buildings are there. When you take, do you understand what I'm saying? The Japanese freeway is open. Wow. If you're not made, not go there.
Why you couldn't go into a coalition with any of these
Where
political
you go
parties?
coalition?
And you just make it to just one brown bump.
No, I'm saying all
I
the
go for
parties
just
in my
work
city,
for the CPP or the United Party and just do it one time. Boom.
what coalition with who? Who's the one winning things that
You
coalition?
can make it on your own. On your
Who
own.
already on our own?
in terms of finance.
In terms of finance, election goes final. Your financial.
I mean, we're partisans who are contributing. We're partisans who are contributing. And they're voluntarily coming. They on Sunday. What surprised me on Sunday? What made me humble on Sunday, my brother? O'Neal, our partisans were bringing their vehicles, their yellow buses, their truck. O'Neal, no party can do that in this country. You got to pay. Some of them, that crowd, maybe some of them will spend $1 million. Our partisans were printing their own T-shirt, my brother, putting gas in their own vehicle, their truck, their buses, their flatbed. They were moving it. Some of them were getting their own band, their own musical set, their own PA system. They were moving the partisans. This is why I appreciate them. I mean, I'm thanking them for their level of showmanship to our party. You know, they did extremely well for our party on Sunday.
Great. I hope to have an interaction one-on-one with your standard bearer.
Yeah, we can work on something like that.
Because I tell him what we're listening to number 6 is powerful than number 6.
Yeah, he's
listening now.
Yeah,
no, man, six is you know, odd number.
Don't get too much. That could be a second round.
You know, the greatest thing about
people around. If you're in the second round, you need to negotiate.
Joe is a big brother, man. You know, he's somebody that we respect a lot. You know, but in these processes, you know, he himself knows. He knows what we're capable of doing. He knows that very well. But he's a decent big brother, you know.
Greg, the voice of
Ali Silla, his ACO campaign chair, live on the Greg Friday Show in the apologize. We can bring his calls. Let's pick some calls coming up on 0770 153 265. Let's pick the issue.
Go on the issue. Sorry. Let's go straight to the issues. 0770 153 265. Live on the morning. Good morning.
Show this morning. Good morning.
Morning. Please be audible.
Morning. Please be audible.
Kenneth Noor.
Yeah, how are you? I want to tell this morning, thank you very much for putting forth your manifesto and what you can do for the country. But you see, these are the things that we want from political parties. I've seen Senator Silla this morning. He never attacked any political party, but he went in his party. Everybody apples to it. And this is why CPP is also winning.
So yeah, CPP. ACO and CPP got a team thing, yeah.
Okay. So I mean, just to be encouraged. So I always tell them, thank you very much. And I just want this CPP and ACO, we are collaborating somehow. And along the way, we'll take a good president for this country. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kenneth Noor. Thank you. Let's go all the way to Nima County and pick this call here.
Good morning.
Nima. Good morning.
Morning to the listening audience and out of the studio. My friend and brother Ali Silla. My name is Sona and I'm calling from Saturday, Central Nima County.
So you listen to the radio.
Nima County this morning.
Nima County, Julie, FM 96.9 here.
Okay, great.
You are informing us on a daily basis. Thank you for the hard work you are doing for this country. And let me say thank you to Mr. Silla Institute, is my friend and brother. And ACO have been our political party over the years. And we hope that at the end of the day, we all want to make sure that this country be second to none, that this country will be compared to other countries in African development. Mr. Silla, after you have come from the studio, please give me a call so we can better talk.
The man
on the ground working.
0770 153 265.
I have your call from the agency as well. Let's see if I can line 2. I'm getting feedback. Good morning. Morning.
This morning, I think the management is smooth. Why is you supporting it? I appreciate their courage.
Okay. All right. I appreciate it for courage. Anyway, let's see if I can pick this call on the line running in time. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning to one of our young friends, Ali Silla. Moses was caught on 12 houses. I listened to the still I must commend him for being very good and articulating well. But I have still problem with what he said. You know, people believe that ACO is a Muslim party and he is concentrating his effort in a Western that is dominated by Muslims. I think it's wrong. Thanks to the great Reverend Pastor Martin and others who open the multi-party democracy to be a participant and a contender. So you will make ACO to be like a participant and a contender.
All right. Yes, Makai.
Okay, yes, Makai. Thank you.
Good
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Odira and Manga. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I want to appreciate my brother. You know, thank you very much. That you went to the studio there, that you had people that will spend all the time attacking the opponent and using the opponent for winning themselves. But one thing I can say is that over is the way.
Okay. Yeah. For today on Maka,
I put in
Aqua as
serious contender in the election.
election.
In the
In the
personal
personal affiliation,
affiliation.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Final-
Yeah, final call.
Yeah, final call.
Yes, final call. Go ahead.
I'm listening to your studio guest. Let me put you on track. We should look at how coming to political rallies and state and conclude that we are in charge. I think I've been following two of them of all their programs. Political parties outside most local counties is very fading out. So it means that if people looking at the political rally and rally in heart, just in that then you have to conclude that how you go.
Emenze Bomi, Great Kema, Babo, no
It's not factual. Okay, we'll see it.
Okay, we'll see it. I will tell you. That's right. Yes, I will get the response. The man say your cry, yes, a got us.
District 2, District 11,
Just
District
get 2,
4,
District 11, District 4,
District 14,
Yeah, 500,000 crowded.
500,000.
500,000 in that belt.
Okay.
Okay. But I think, you know, a lot of people who want to get bloody nose from these are the people who completely, you know, but for us, we're not going to complain. We're just going to do our work. We're working very hard to make sure that we deliver for the Liberian people. Our manifesto is something that is very groundbreaking. It's evidence-based. We'll do everything humanly possible to deliver that. We will popularize our political manifesto. Our political manifesto is embedded with the experience of our standard bearer and the vice standard bearer. We as Akupians, it's our responsibility to popularize that across the country so people can get our manifesto in their hands and in their mouths so they can vote on those issues. For us, we are voting on the issues of how we can take this country from where it is to where we need to go. We're going to campaign on that. That is our mattress. That is our mattress. We're going to campaign on that across the country. The matter of fact, we're starting the county tour very soon. You'll soon see us in Kipmon, Bomi, and Bapolu. And then from there, we'll go to Maigibi, Bon, and then Nimba and Lufa County. And then we'll subsequently go to the southeast later on during the campaign. But we are telling all partisans, please vote number 7 when the time reaches on October 10th. Number 7 is the redemption team. We are here to redeem Liberia from the wretchedness of poverty to the prosperity of solidarity. I want to say solidarity, especially in the national healing of this country, whether it's in the process of reconciliation and what have you. Our ticket represents that. We have a very symbolic ticket that Honorable Lonsuni Kamara, who is a Muslim, our vice senator, who is a Christian. It's a very symbolic Muslim, our vice senator is a Christian. It's a very symbolic ticket for national healing and reconciliation, even if we don't do anything. But the people must have hope. And I think our party and our representation at the highest echelons of our party represent hope for all Liberians. So I want to thank everybody for listening to us. All of the callers, all of the concerns are granted. The other brother talk about our party is the Muslim Belt Party and what have you. And I measure that we will not shy away from our base. We cherish our base very highly and we'll hold them. We'll harness our relationship with our base. We'll continue to do that. But I want to thank you, Oneil, for inviting me here today. We're in touch now. We'll work on it. But thank you for inviting me. The Truth Breakfast Show is something that we used to be here constantly, but we took some sabbatical from public display of our intellectual might, and we are ready now. I mean, you need to call people to debate on the political manifesto of all political parties, and then let the Liberian people know who get the best for them. Let's look at political manifesto, not just the standard bearer alone talking, but the engineer, the technical people that work on the manifesto, because these are the people that will implement whatever policy that the president win these elections. So we need to have debate on that. So I'm going to share with you. I'm hoping that the CPP said they get manifesto. I never seen it.
Yeah, just got a team manifesto.
Yeah, something like that, huh?
The Unity Party folks there, they proud to put up on Sunday.
That manifesto. Okay, the other brother said we shouldn't worry about crowd. Let Unity Party don't go put crowd on Sunday and see what happens. Your whole campaign will be damaged. So the challenge, in fact, the burden is on them now. If CBC have not put up crowd the other day, you think what would have happened? If ACO would have put up crowd the other day, you think what would have happened?
So the burden on the United Party now.
The narrative have to change. And the way to change it, it has to be with force. And that's what we did. We changed the narrative.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. The voice of Alicia, chairman of from ACO campaign on the breakfast show. Let's do bring you Paul Nami Tapia. The loose man. And in the midst of all price. Don't estimate any political party. This election is going to be dramatic. If you don't campaign well, you'll be shocked of the results. And the result elections commission will put out, we the Liberian people will say, yes, this is our result. So all campaigns, those of you as already has this and that, eating people money and thing, and putting your party and thing. If you campaign well, the results come up. Elections Commission put his result, I will say, congratulations to that person. Let me just tell you all. Some of you even campaign well. You're not campaigning well. You tell your party, say, yeah, to get it in our country. You lie. You lie. If you're not campaigning well, the message will go down the podium, make the decision and say, yes, we'll come out in our numbers and vote this person. And you lie to the party. At the end of the day, elections, the results come up, we'll accept it. So say no to any form of violence. Campaign well. Let the message resonate. Let the message cut across to the people as to why they should elect you as representative, as senator, as president. Say your platform. But no one's going to bring violence. Some of you predicting it will not be easy after October 10. No. We pray for it. So if you are campaigning, please campaign well. Campaign well. Yes, Shalom, bring up Martin Kola. I'm just waiting to get a signal saying, yes, I think he's here. Thank you so much.
We'll test a leader.
Good test,
I
leader.
think it's
Yeah.
patient have been tested.
Patient have been tested.
Good morning.
I just tested your patient. Someone
Just
said,
someone will say, eating my time, eating one time. I just with you.
Well, good morning, Olu, and good morning to the peace-loving people of District Number 6, Liberia as a whole. So good morning. Again, I agree with you. This election should be violence-free. It should be on the issues of idea competing. People should be able to market their different platforms to the people and let the Liberian people buy it. And I agree with you. The election result will shock a lot of people. There are a lot of people who moving around with what people, and then people following the EU crowd and things. There are a lot of things that are going to shock people. And that way,
Yeah, some of the people don't even have a voting card. When registration started, we encourage people go and get your voting card. You know, you don't even have cards. You're still following the crowd.
but only you know, like I told you the last time, most of the people thought that I was just sitting down in District Number 6. So somebody who have assumed or think in their wildest imagination that some of us were just sitting there and there were one or two candidates that were just talking. That's the scene we're going to show. So after the launch, you saw that everybody woke up. They said, what? But the guys here. Exactly.
I'll get to that.
Most of the things that political parties are doing, like the CPP, some of the community engagement that we are involved with, people are just sitting there and thinking that when you call the crowd and the crowd is some one or at one point, and then you see 10,000 persons, they say, oh, but at the number. But remember, we have over 2.5 million qualified voters. You know, so there are a lot of us. I always tell people, not up to 25% of the people that vote actively participate in political rallies and campaign activities. So you get close to 80% of our people who are just sitting down waiting to vote. And they are the or constituent as to who become president, representative, or senator in their various constituents.
How is District Number 6? District Number 6.
Look, I am so happy with the people of District Number 6.
Let me tell you what I encountered on Saturday morning before you go further. On a Saturday, I was driving through the EAW and I saw this group of people walking towards the GSA road. On the back of it had a Liberty Party.
So I was thinking
Liberty Party has the thing. And driving further, I saw the picture in front of it. Then I bumped into this heavy crowd.
So I said, well,
the thing Martin and we talk on the radio is what I'm seeing.
Yes,
District Number 6. How is District Number 6? Now I'm going to tell you one of the main contenders in that district.
Let me start by extending my thanks and appreciation to
the people, the citizens of District Number 6, especially those who turn out, and those who are sitting at their homes and praying, those who are sitting at their home and jubilating, those people who are just saying, yes, Martin, it is your time. You know, I want to say a big thank you to the entire resident of District Number 6. And those who told the rain, only remember that day, the rain fell happily in the morning.
Yeah.
But the people were under the rain. And you know, and then somebody said, let me put umbrella over you. I said, what? Man, people walking in the rain, you talking about putting umbrella over me? Will walk to and the people happily walking. Look, it was an express of love and of confidence. I want to say a big thank you to all of them, to my district structure, to the auxiliary group, all of the auxiliary group. A big thank you. I mean, I don't have the time to go to all of you one, but this video, we sort it up. I want to say a big thank you, and I will visit you one at a time. But because of time, let me start by saying a big thank you to all of them, to the district structure, the CPP campaign team, Kola, all of them. A big thank you. You showcase your confidence in me, you express your willingness to campaign and to vote for me, and I'm very, very happy. My wife and I went home and was so happy. My wife was so joyful. She said, now the district people understand and they know that you are truly.
What were you saying to them? In 2017, I contested. I did all of the projects. You didn't vote me as your lawmaker. This time around, what are some of the things you're saying to them?
First of all, the movement, like you just explained, is very massive. We have around 10,000 person also on that day. I mean, moving towards the opening. By the way, that was just the opening of our campaign office. We were just gathering to open our campaign office. So I was 10,000 person. Look, I spoke to the people that did from my heart. I told them, indeed, I agree with them now. Because everywhere I went, they told me that they made a very big mistake with a guy who once called himself a reverend and is now a reverend now. I mean, once they're around election time, he's a reverend. But listen, I told them that I agree with you people that we all made this mistake. So now we must correct it. The way to correct it is to replace this former reverend with Martin Sekola. And they agree with me. You see the crowd, there was jubilation. People were happy because everywhere I passed in that district or new, the people told me that look, they regretted their action for voting this man who have only talked about himself. Everything about him. So the crowd that day, they received that message of replacing the current lawmaker with Martin Sekola with jubilation, and they were very happy.
Very happy about that. With 27 days to go to our elections, I mean, the countdown is coming gradually. I guess all of you feeling the pressure and the rest of it. I don't know whether you're experiencing some, but what definitely on your mind that if Martin Sekola becomes the next lawmaker in this district, what will you want to do for the people of District Number 6 if they elect you as the next lawmaker?
So only 5 things, but let me say first of all, thank you to the vice standard bearer of the CPP who graced the occasion on that day, and she opened the campaign office. The daughter of my father, the daughter of the former father of the Liberty Party, Councillor Charlene Bronsky, she was there. She graced the occasion, and the crowd was very, very much happy to receive her as the vice standard bearer of the CPP. Remember, the standard bearer of the CPP was in the Western region, and he was touring the Western region, so he could be there, but he sent the vice standard bearer. So, Councillor Bronsky, I want to say thank you very much. You are truly indeed a sister, and we are in this together. Liberty Party is all we have. But let me say 5 things. In the first 100 days, I will give the people of District Number 6 a district office. Remember, I told you here, O'Neill, this lawmaker has refused to give the people an office to meet him. Honorable Sino started the construction of the district office and took it to Linton. It was just left with putting roof over. When you go to the sport complex, beyond the sport complex, around the Red to Play fee, you will see a huge structure up there. Honorable Sino built that structure to Linton level. This lawmaker has refused deliberately. So when people want to ask, saying they have to go to his school or to his clinic, and he's intentionally doing it because these are private property, so that the people cannot go there to express their frustration. Because when you do that, police can come and then take you off because the school and clinic are private property. But I will give the people of district number 6 an office to come and meet me within the first 100 days. So, and then the second thing, we expand our educational program. Only already right now, like I said on the radio the one last time, we are helping over 2,000 kids. More than 1,200 of those kids go to my school, and the rest of them, and we have them in 5 other schools. But for this period, we are expanding it to about 10 schools. So we have 12 schools. So we'll be giving over 4,000 kids scholarship this year. And those who are interested, I will leave a number. You can work out. So we expand our educational program. We expand our university scholarship. Right now we have about 45 students at different universities. We increase it. So we expand our educational program. The second thing that we do is we make healthcare affordable. Only I keep saying our district does not lack health facility. What it lacks is affordability of health facility. Here, Devier Hospital, one of the biggest in our country, is situated within our district, but very expensive. They are private facility all over. Our only district clinic that is located in Rehab Kenya has been abandoned by this lawmaker. All he thinks about is his African Dream Clinic. He's even brave, even up to now, talking about being African Dream Hospital. When will you build District 6 school or District 6 clinic? This guy has abandoned that clinic. I've made a commitment to the people of that district that within the first 2 years of my leadership, I will transform that clinic into a health center, medical doctors, and our people similar treatment that we get at EADV Hospital for an affordable amount, because our public facility, government facility. That's the third thing. The fourth thing is to work with our partner so that we address.
I'm keeping your record.
Okay. The fourth thing, our work with our partner so that we address the issues with our disadvantaged people, those that we call ZOO. They are victims. Only we need to help them. I know people get angry when they go see, when they go take things, but these people, they are victims. People say illicit drugs toward them, and they are victimized by the drug. This one where I always say, here our partner, and we completed the rehabilitation center that is in Kopafan. I was with him until we completed that center. Most recently, about 9% graduated. That is our minimum way of making money, but I want to expand it. If I'm the lawmaker, I will do more and will work with a lot of partners. The fifth thing, which is the most important thing, is what I call local innovation. I keep saying local innovation is the only way to go back to the people. So if I enter a community and the community say, look, we want transformer, I say, how much for the transformer? You say $500 US. I, as a lawmaker, can give $250. I will ask each community, each room over there to give $10. So together we buy that transformer and we go to put it on. Government will do major project, but there are some minor project. Local innovation going to take care of it. So, for example, you want to build a power. You see, you need sand, you need cement, you need steel, you need zinc. Our communities are near our beach. So there's a look. You're going to bring it. Besides that, give the manpower to do the work. I will the cement, I will buy the rice, and I will bring it. We will build up at our house together. One of the reasons why our common revenue be removed from our office is because he abandoned the people for 6 years. It's only in the last 2 months that he came back to the white district, but he lived in Oduazo. So I will not become lawmaker in my people. So I add local innovation because that will be the pathway of going back to our people, and together and clean their opportunities together, patch small road, and together we can roll water in. I'm in the rural communities. That is what I call local innovation. So these 5 things only. The first one is I will be office for our district. Within 2 years' time, we'll make care affordable.
You'll still be visible to the people. The people will still see you.
Local innovation will make me visible on you. I have to go back in the community. That's what local innovation means. Local innovation means a leader of a
Yeah, and I know what I mean, but what are you still be visible? That's some after winning, you don't see that.
This is why I'm naming these 5 things so people can hold me by what then. I will expand the educational program. I will make healthcare affordable by increasing the standard or lifting the standard of our small clinic into a health center and provide support for a true national budget. I will not put my school in the budget. Only I can be lawmaker and put Cola Foundation in a budget. That's conflict of our interest. That has been disingenuous. That has been ungrateful to people. Something, put African Dream in the budget. African Dream School, African Dream Clinic. Only the budget is available. Somebody did that. That was conflict. That is stealing from the people. Broad day stealing. You can't call yourself a reverend and then you throw the people interest aside after they have given you all that vote. The way district voted for something, no district have voted for any lawmaker to get that amount of vote. That was being purely disingenuous and purely dishonest to the people of our district. I will not do that. I will not put Cola Foundation in the budget one day. You can go put African Dream Clinic so they will give you money. By the way, this lawmaker received $10,000 US every year. He has received $150,000 US. Where has that money gone in our district? I have toured the entire district, the entire community. Now, one area besides his African Dream School, you can show anything. Actually, resident can walk on and say, "Oh, that's didn't want." No, not one. This guy has all been about himself. I will change that scenario. I will change the way our District 6 people are feeling now by providing for them. These 5 things. There are many other things, but the 5 things that I just named, they will be major, and we're going to address them.
It's gonna be major, and we're going to address that. Well, wear your political belts, fasten your seat belts.
We're winning this district. Look, let me tell you some of the things that are upcoming. Look, on Friday we'll be training over 300 teachers. I mean, annually every year. Yeah,
is this something that you normally do always?
Regularly we do.
I just want to know.
Yeah, one school is about to open, and we gather teachers in our district, and we do the refresher training, free. And we take 5 teachers from our school, 5, and we're free. And because we are dealing with over 50 schools now, so we'll be training over 300 of them. This coming Friday is a TOT training. Friday and Sunday going to be the training. Also, we'll be having our technical school graduation. We'll be graduating close to 800 students. I told you that I run one of the biggest technical schools in our district. Our special empowerment program alone is 100% of graduating. Then the Cape Tech, which is the technical school, is will be graduating 200%. So hopefully by the end of the month, we're going to be putting that graduation. We get scholarship all on there. And those who want scholarship, those who want for their children to go to school, like I said, we are dealing with 10 other schools now, like the Lam Academy, or in the Nangbatan area, or Dabo, in the Cover Mission area there, or Postman, and the Pula for the lesson on the GSA road. I mean, these different schools, or Money Star, or in a rehab community, so dealing with water schools. So if you get interest, look, let me tell you where the current lawmaker did. And since I'm talking about school business, the mayor is opening school October 16. So he's doing it intentionally. The guy think he's so smart, and he's smarter than everybody in our district. So he said he's offering scholarship. Students get buying their money. Even though they're going extra mile.
So what are you doing to your own school? What are you doing to your own school? Are you offering scholarship too, or what?
Our school is the base. So we have about 12 schools. So, but this guy said October 16 will be opening school, which is against MOE regulation, first of all. But he's doing this smartly because he knows he's not honest about that scholarship. So what he's doing, he's one for October 8 to pass. One October 8 pass, then he tell the parents that you're going to bring the beans, the coal, the oil, the maggie. This is the man who the district gave $10,000 to for development. Then the district gave him a job. He's being paid. He leave all of that. Then he asked parents to bring beans or tissue, magicue, rest, everything to the school. Then parents pay over $100 US. Look, O'Neal, if these people voted for you, if you receive $30,000 US annually, and you cannot give back to these people, they have a problem. So he's opening October 16th, so that after October 8th, if you don't vote for him, then he start writing away. If you vote for him, then he comes back to his CEO fees. So he think he's smarter than the people. But they have discovered him. I am offering them a better opportunity. I have 10 high schools. Just call 0775 23 2020, 0775 23 2020, 0775 23 2020. Call that number and your child will have an opportunity to go to one of these 10 schools that we are offering. Also, we are offering scholarship, 500 scholarship for our technical school, like we do every year. So this year, 2023-2024 technical school year, we are offering 500. So you can call the same 2023-2020. So that, you can have an opportunity to go to our school, or your child will have an opportunity to go to school. This lawmaker, with all his thing that he's thinking that he's smarter than all you people, he have to stop now. You cannot open school October 16. I challenge you, open school before the election. If you're honest person, if you have been receiving $30,000 annually for our district, if you know that people will tell you with all the law, open school like me. They put in vote for me. They voted for you. I'm still doing what I am doing. Mr. Lawmaker, the same thing. This is what people elect.
Okay.
They elect us so that we can keep them. I am calling our people. Those who are interested in attending our teacher training, they're calling the number 0775 23 2020. Any school I want to send 5 teachers, just call that number. The training is Friday and Sunday after service. We're going to have a 2 days training, and we'll have the closing of that training. People will be certificated for attending trainer workshop. So our people have an opportunity again to change their scenario and to change their lawmaker because he has performed so bad and he's been selfish toward them.
Okay, you know what on the ballot box?
Number 8, wearing a green tie, I coat suit with a white shirt, but number 8 on the ballot. Like I said, number 8 means a new beginning. Let us make District 6 to have a new beginning right now. Number 8 on the ballot. And if you're looking for what I'm wearing white shirt and green necktie.
Number 8 on the ballot. Martin Sekula, District number 6, representative candidate, live on the True Breakfast Show. Will pick few calls up on 0770-153-265. Let's pick up first call of the line. Good morning. Morning.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, Mackley.
Okay. All right.
Thank you, Rocky.
Okay. Wish you best of luck. You get straight from good morning. Morning.
Okay.
Thank you. Let's be close up. This person on the line. Good morning. Morning. Go ahead. Name where you calling from.
My name is Reverend Lee Alexander Walker. I call from the City Southwest community.
Okay, go ahead.
I call to affirm those beautiful statements Mr. Kola has expressed to the public. Mr. Kola is one good man and a consistent politician in Nigeria. And we think the district number 6 will let him, he will never regret. We see everything that he's saying there that is being, expressed in his action in the history by creating the opportunity for children to be education and empower themselves for the future. So we want to encourage all voters of district number 6 to elect Martin D. Kola so that what he's doing now with his personal resources that could benefit only he and his family, using it for the good of everybody. He will have access to the national, and then everybody will be able to.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Let's begin another caller. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. My name is Adam and I call from District 6.
Which part of District 6?
Community.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Uncle, we are listening to your in District 6, he served as one of the chairman of GS0 community, and GS0 is is the biggest community in District 6. As the chairman, the former chairman of GS0, what plan do you have for community leadership because of your experience and the challenges that we face as a community for years as the representative? So, thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you,
my friend.
I'll let you go.
No, sorry, I'll let you go. I'm here myself in the background, so you have to move on.
Your monitor.
Your monitor.
Going screens are really
screens are real
commercial application. So, Matthew, you listen up to the callers.
Look, only again, all the callers sent. So there was one caller that talked about playing for community leaders. Look, as a person who is an experienced community leader, one of the bill that I've already drafted that will be submitted when I'm elected, will be the National Community Services Bill. That National Community Services Bill is intended to address a lot of things and provide information in wide scope of operation. And I will explain in detail about that bill later on. We don't have radio time is not on our side, but that will include community leaders' operation and their function. That will get our community leaders more involved into our governance system. So it's called the National Community Services Bill, and I'm going to introduce that. So Adam, I have the community leader and we're going to introduce that bill. So, but let me say thank you to all of the callers who expressed their appreciation. I can now see that District 6 is ready to replace this lawmaker who has taken over $150,000 and cannot show anything in the district except for his own African tree. I want to promise the people of district number 6 that Kola Foundation will not put into the budget one day, like the current law budget. So apart from $150,000, $10,000 over a year, he has gotten some other money on behalf of the district for his African Dream School and his African Dream Clinic. I mean, which pose the people at a disadvantage. Because if he is not elected, as he will be removed October 10, I mean, nobody will go and claim the African Dream School or claim the African Dream Clinic, or nobody will. Now the people also discover that a lot of people in America has been sponsoring their white children, or he has been also exploiting them. And I think each child in our school receives $450 US for America annually, $300 towards their white school, $150 for their white parents. Look, these are information that we have that are factual. And our people sit in our district and think this guy is a reverend. But thankfully, all have moved over him. He said he's now a reverend. So he's a former reverend now, but he's being exposed that
you know, that those things that he's doing is for his own selfish if you build the African Dream Hospital, if for you, bossman, build District 6 Hospital, go and lift up the standard of our own public clinic. Stop being selfish. I can promise our people the first 100 days we will do the office so that we address issue from our office. Again, those who have interest, those schools that have interest in participating in our teacher training workshop, just call 0775 23 Those who have interest in their children going to any of the 10 schools that are named or including our 2 high schools and I make it 12, check call 0775 23 and you have an opportunity. So that we have been consistent. You listen to the word corner, we will continue to work to our close. Let me say a big thank you again to all those who show up during the opening of our campaign office. And I'm so happy that when I go GSA Road, somebody is pointing to some kind of water supply or something like that. If I go King Grade and they are pointing to some kind of water project. If I go Onyonje Town in the Baptist Seminary area, they are pointing to some kind of public project. If I go Caesar Town, they are pointing to some kind of bridge. Everywhere, I'm happy that those investments are not paying. Thank God for our people. I want to say thank you to the citizens of District number 6.
Thank you. Best of luck. You say you never want on the ballot box.
Ballot box wearing green necktie. Just count from up to what down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 8. I'm actually in the middle of the 16 persons. We have a 16 contestant, and number 8 is going to win.
Best of luck. Martin Sekula closing us up on this Wednesday edition of the True Breakfast Show. Has been wonderful 7 breakfasts. They talk. You listen and make the decision on October 10th. 27 days to our election. As I closed up this morning on the TBS, whoever wins the presidency, it's my president. Whether it's George, we are going to be re-elected, I will say my president. If it is other Cummins, I will say my president. Joseph Boyka, Oni will say my president. Tiawon Gongole, Shep Kuyata, I will say my president. Clarence Tiawon Gongolo, I will say my president. In the midst of our country friends. Thank you so much. The presidential debate, 10 o'clock this morning, should be on by now. On behalf of the entire team, Richie Lucini Maka Davis, my name is Oni Roberts. In the midst of